with the KC-10 Dizzy 1-1. We'll be refueling twice en route to Tyndall, taking on approximately 17,000 pounds of gas. South Aberdeen, South Dakota, we'll split from the KC-10 and proceed to Tyndall on our own. Any further questions? Let's go.
The combat radius of the F-15 can be extended with the low-drag conformal fuel tanks known as fast packs. These streamlined pallet tanks installed along the fuselage can carry about 10,000 pounds of fuel, or 227 cubic feet of equipment, with no reduction in the armament stations. This additional fuel gives the F-15 greater mission flexibility, lower high-speed runs, and more time in the air. When distance is required, unrefueled and configured with external tanks, the F-15 has flown 5-hour missions, and with mid-air refueling, has flown non-stop from the American Midwest to Europe.
It looks like 20 minutes till the rendezvous with the F-15. Roger.
20 feet. 10 feet. Line 6 contact. 9-1, you're taking fuel. Yes, sir, you're taking 2,500 pounds a minute. 8-4, disconnect now. 8-4 has a disconnect, boom's clear.
Stand by, near tack in and stand by. And the most important thing, the slipway door is going to come open.
Roger that.
It's open. Eagle 7 pre-tone. Contact stabilized and ready.
Roger, you cleared to the contact position. 3-2's ready. 15 feet. 10. 5. 3. 2. Good.
Every 2 years at Tyndall Air Force Base in Florida, U.S. Air Force, Air National Guard, and Canadian Top Guns gather for America's major fighter weapons meet. William Tell gives the best air-to-air fighter pilots the chance to compete in all aspects of their trade. That means not just flying, but also aircraft and munitions maintenance, and serviceability, and ground control intersects. In one of the mission profiles, Eagles make head-on missile attacks on a converted F-100 Super Sabre, now flying as an unmanned target drone. Ground-based weapons controllers lead the pilots through electronic countermeasures, chaff, and evasive maneuvers to find the target drone. You can judge the results for yourself.
Echo 1-1 Fox. Fox.
72, Fox 1. 72, Fox 1.
Fox.
301, Fox 1.
72, Fox 1.
Turn the drone.
Drone
301, Fox 1.
Turn the drone.
Drone's turning.
F-15 pilots are also confronted with simulated air-to-air threats, and with hands-on use of the latest weapons, participants gain experience and knowledge on a whole range of air operations. It's the closest thing to combat, short of actual combat. F-15 pilots and crews regularly participate in another tactical air command exercise called Red Flag. They and their support units deploy to Nellis Air Force Base, Nevada, to be a part of a combat training exercise that involves more than 23 aircraft types, 300 total aircraft, and 4,500 missions. Its aim is to provide a fighter unit with as realistic a combat environment as possible. Before any missile is launched or any gun is fired, they must be loaded. Ground crews spend hundreds of hours practicing for these exercises. The performance of the ground crew is as critical to the success of the mission as any flying which will be done by the pilot.
Because we've had plenty of them left over. We can buy those, we could sell them. It'd be hard to sell them.
Our objectives today are to employ a wall of eagles for maximum attrition of all the floggers. We want to work on our visual mutual support as a force ship, and certainly work on our comm.
Remember, the mission out here in 1st Air Force and in the FIZ is attack warning and assessment. To be able to do that, we have to identify anyone entering this zone around Iceland.
Our job is to get the escort, strip them, and then let the other guys go for the strikers.
The name of the game today, gentlemen, is going to be emphasizing all aspect weapons employment, us and not them, and BVR will be authorized, so I'd like to see us out there employing front aspect shots, taking people out.
We want to target max number of entities, maintain four-ship mutual support, maintain visual element support, accept 0 losses. Everybody's job in here to kill their sort and then kill somebody else.
Remember, you have the AIM-7, the AIM-9, as well as the gun. When you're in too close for a missile shot, close for guns. Take that snapshot. Think about separating. Continue to press the bandit. Questions? Let's do it.
To make combat training as realistic as possible, missions are flown against dissimilar aircraft. Aircraft of other Air Force units, as well as carrier-based naval aircraft. In these scenarios, the enemy may be simulated, but the action is real. In all air combat, the variable is always the pilot. How much maneuver potential he extracts from his aircraft will determine his success in the engagement. The trick is to keep his head out of the cockpit, to reduce his reaction time, to fly the aircraft instead of watching over it, to spend less time with the machine and more time with the fight outside. Keeping track of his enemy is the key to staying alive. You can bet his adversary knows what he can do and how he's likely to do it. Having heard it in the classroom is a lot different than being there.
Roger, Ace, take it north. Close out, warning yellow, weapons hold. I repeat, warning yellow, weapons hold. Alpha Bravo out. Roger, Gypsies, pass up Bravo directs. Warning yellow, weapons hold. Combat spread, who's tight?
Step 8-7 and F-14 coming in south of the field, right on the deck. Looks like about 210 for 5 miles. Right, watch one guy's breaking out to the east now, one guy to the west. Huck's tally-ho, Huck's tally.
Okay, tally-ho. Tally-ho, I got him. Going the other way. Okay. He's no threat to you now. He's no threat. Overhead. I'm back. I can't do anything about it. I ain't
Okay,
300 knots.
I got him. Okay, there's F5 right down.
Okay, forget it. He's on me. 3 o'clock down. I've got him. It's coming. No time. Too high. You got to put your work in your lowest.
Parker, 8 tall left 4, port turn on the reversal.
Box 1 on the F5, nose down.
8 tall on the turkey in the left turn. Okay, turkey on the left side. Might be I got him.
3.5 minutes.
Guns.
Over's out of here. F4 belly, left side, 10 o'clock.
Thunder, you got F14 into the bottom.
Port turn northeast left. You got a turkey high at your 8 o'clock. Bring it around hard. Keep it up to hard. Port turn in. I got him. Hawk's got a
That's all on the
30
F4.
degree power left, 14 going starboard through 240.
Okay, let's find the Phantom and kill him.
Think the Phantom just joined the fight, headed north. Okay, got a turkey left.
Need a call on the, hey, dog, let's break it left. We got an F-14 behind us. Break it left.
Okay, break Thornton down.
Kick your right 4 o'clock. Yeah, tally-ho. His nose isn't on me, but I'm in deep trouble here. Oh, we're gonna drag you out, man. I'll get on his way. Okay, he's got about 50 to go with his nose. Okay, drag you east.
Okay.
Okay, he's pitched off on the Maybright back starboard, dog. And Phil, you're about to get gunned. Oh, what a beautiful shot.
Okay, tally-ho, I got him. Going the other way. Okay.
Eagles have long range to get to the action wherever it is. The ability to pace and conserve for the crucial moment, and then deliver the knockout punch to come away with the victory.
Okay, forget it. He's on me. 3 o'clock down. Okay, the Hawks got the tally on him. Okay, tally on. Let's pass him on left side now. One coming up on you. There's one high.
Okay, that's back. Got him 7.
Hey, ball on the turkey in the left turn.
That's on the Phantom. There's the guns on the F-14. Okay, got him 120 right.
He's out of here. F4 belly, left side, 10 o'clock. You got a turkey high at your 8 o'clock. Bring it around hard. Keep it back hard. Port turn in. I got him. Hawk's got a
That's all on the
30
F4.
degree power on the F-14 going starboard through 240.
Okay, let's find the Phantom and kill him.
Think the Phantom just joined the fight, headed north. Okay, got a turkey left.
Need a call on the...
Tally engaged.
Hey, dog, let's break it left. We got an F-14 behind us. Break it left.
Okay, break Thornton down.
Kick your right 4 o'clock. Yeah, tally-ho. His nose isn't on me, but I'm in... Knock this one off.
Roger, knock it off.
Roger, knock it off.
I think we pressed him pretty good that time.
Okay, he's got about 50 to go with his nose. Rocky Blues or RTB VFR. Copy, and Pigeons 24048. Roger that. I think we've pressed them pretty good.
There are more ways to get killed flying fighters than in practically any other human endeavor. Even so, the Eagle reached the millionth flight hour milestone with the safest record of any fighter in the history of the United States Air Force. It continues to hold the record, with only 4.1 F-15s lost per 100,000 flight hours. Pilots at Schusterberg Air Base in the Netherlands have passed 50,000 flight hours without a single major accident.